All right, folks, it is 5 October 2025. Setting up for, that's right, Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Getting everybody ready. And we're going to get this streamed up and rolling here really shortly. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's been nice here so far. Looking forward to a great week ahead. Hope you all do too. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate each and every one of you that has joined the stream tonight with us, with me right now, but John and the crew for Censorship Sucks will be here momentarily. While I get everything up and ready, we'll take and make sure that everything is good to go before I connect up with the crew of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday edition. It's great having each and every one of you out there tuning in. Love it when our friends join us. It's always nice to have folks out there who appreciate what we do. And I like trying to get out my folks to you all because maybe you just like them too. Or maybe you like them better than me. I'm just glad you tune in tonight. Hazel Eyes 1738, appreciate you in the Kick Chat. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am getting the pre-show up and rolling here. Get everything going here really good before I bring the crew in. Doing some last minute checks. I did some upgrades earlier this week, so I want to make sure that we're good to go before we take and get up and out and make sure that everything's rolling the way it's supposed to. I know when you do upgrades and things like that, settings change, and we got to figure that out sometimes. But, you know, being that I've gone through some of this a little bit of this before. We got to figure that out sometimes. But, you know, being that I've gone through some of this a little bit of this before. We got to figure that out sometimes. Guess we're not going to do Telegram tonight. We got to figure that out sometimes. Guess we're not going to do Telegram tonight. Until we get this all figured out. I'm like, okay, what in the world is going on over there? So, give me a minute or two. Yeah, because I don't like that echo thing, the echo chamber BS that you get from listening to myself. No, we don't need that. No. Check 1 2, check, and let me make sure that there it is. Making sure I get all my defaults set right, so that I'm not doing some feedback and loops. Loopity loop 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 bloop bloop. Let's try this again over on Telegram. We do have some folks that pop in there from time to time. And we appreciate them just like we appreciate everybody out there. Let me see if I can get that issue fixed. Looks like not. Let me see if I can get that issue fixed. Looks like not. Let me see if I can get oh well. Anyways, let me get the crew up and rolling here. Excuse me. Well, while I call up the crew for the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Do 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 do. John. Hello, hello, hello.
Greetings, Mark.
Hey, how's it going, David?
Oh, going okay.
David Hogg, what's up, brother?
Hey.
How you been?
I've been alive.
You've been alive. Well, that's great to hear, man. That's good to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all real proud of you down here.
Yeah, for being alive.
Yeah, for being for just being alive, man.
There
we're all
you
real
go.
proud of you. We're
yeah.
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 We might even bake you a cake.
Oh, cool. Okay. Make sure filing it so I can get out of jail. No, a file so I can get out of jail.
I like the worm cake.
The worm cake?
Yeah. I like those air cakes.
Like
they're easier to send.
Like a Jell-O mold.
The air cakes are better and easier to send, and they don't go bad. If he doesn't eat them right away.
Yeah, well, it's like a Twinkie. They'll survive a nuclear war.
Yeah, air cake.
Yep. Doc just joined, but he hadn't said anything.
Yeah, he has.
I'm here.
I've heard him say a couple things.
Is
really?
Is Barry coming? Oh, that's right. It's not a Barry night. It's a Doc night.
Correct. We got Doc in the house.
Oh, I do want to remind you. I did send you a message about Angel.
On Wednesday?
Yep.
He is going to be there, right?
Yeah, second hour.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
You'll get your beam on.
Yep.
Yeah, and if it all works out, maybe, just maybe, I will go and start using Beacon Max more. And we could do away with Teams if it all works out. I don't know. When we get him in, we'll have to ask and do some stuff about that, how that's all going to integrate.
Okay.
Just make him a sponsor.
Doc, are you familiar with Beam?
No, but I mean, technology's not a problem. I can figure stuff out.
It's a multi-streaming service so that you can just we could all meet up in there and then flawlessly and seamlessly stream it out to 10, 12, 15 different, sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of similar things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
this guy is apparently the grandfather of, or the godfather, whatever, of esports. One of the founders.
Yep.
So the whole gaming and all that kind of thing, or
competitive video games.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, LAN tournaments, I think, is really what it comes down to.
Right.
Well, that's what they started as. Yeah.
He's no fatality, but one of the old school gamers.
I remember those LAN parties back in the day.
Oh yeah.
All right. I got to see what the hell's going on with Zeus. I'll be right back.
Get the dogs squared away beforehand.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not normally as rambunctious as he's been tonight.
Just put him on the radio.
Now, one problem with dogs, they can never keep the microphone up near their face because they don't have thumbs.
Exactly. That, or they start drooling on it, you know.
Well, yeah, you got to worry about the
Of course,
drool.
we had the same problem with Bullhorn Barry, but...
So true, so true.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was thinking about you earlier today, David.
Yeah? What'd you do,
Yeah, I
step on
don't
a
know
big
why.
pile of shit?
Yeah, I had a hemorrhoid,
Yeah.
actually. It was really flaring
Oh,
up. And it
well,
just,
definitely. If it's a constant pain in the ass, David Hobbs,
It
the first
was.
thing comes to your mind. Yeah.
It was, and it did, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, man, it's like spending an hour on the phone with David Dog.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a good comparison. That or a fissure, you know.
Yikes.
Yep.
Yikes.
Huh.
You know, that's what it's called preparation H. The H stands for hog. So, you know.
Wow. God. We got plenty of news tonight.
Yeah, definitely. There's been lots of interesting. Got pretty spicy this week. I remember predicting that last Sunday. It was Chicago got it the worst though. Chicago has been pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Close attention to what's going on there. It looks like the gangs have been paid to cause some problems. It seems.
Yeah, they had, 10 cars ram up on those ICE agents?
Yeah.
Lock them in?
Yep.
Started shooting at them?
Very similar to a series of Brinks truck robberies that happened in Chicago about 3 or 4 years ago. Style.
Totally unrelated, of course.
Completely.
Yeah,
So-
completely.
Yeah, it's been interesting though here in Portland. I have to admit that Antifa is much softer this time than they were last time in 2020. There's not nearly as much fervor behind it this time.
Right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
I think the lack of NGO funding helps.
That does
They're
help quite a
also
bit.
they're also a designated terrorist, unit at this point, right? So,
Yeah.
It's one thing to go out and kind of LARP around and, you're actually LARPing and it's fun. You kind of sit in the back and yell at people. But now it's like hard jail time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to start figuring that out real quick.
The hard way.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh, man.
Yep. That, and ever since they went from Antifa to Trantifa, they kind of lost their testicles, theoretically.
So true. So
Yep.
true.
That's a good point, man. That's a good point.
All right, I'm back. I want to try something here real quick because I was trying to get Telegram to take and stream for me earlier, and I kept getting nothing but loops. So let me take a look in here to see if I got that fixed. Rewind in.
All right. Got 18 different articles to choose from here. So we should be looking good. And I guess what, man? Like, let me check the headlines here real quick. Because we might just be going to war in about 20 minutes here.
Maybe.
With who?
Really?
Who this time?
Gaza,
Oh, yeah.
Hamas.
Who?
Really?
Who this time?
Gaza,
Oh, yeah.
Hamas.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work
Really
out.
nothing here.
That Telegram thing. Okay, well, I tried. I'll get it worked out by next time. Oh, I upgraded my system. Now I got 128 gigabyte for RAM. Woohoo! I
Damn.
just did that
Yeah.
Friday.
It's
It's
had
been
more
working
RAM
out.
than a field of sheep.
Yeah, it's been working pretty good. This will be the actual first radio broadcast I use with it, so we'll see how smooth it lets me take it.
Yeah. More memory is always a good thing, especially when running Windows.
Yep. In fact, when I go to check how much I'm using for RAM, it's down near the 0, always.
Right.
So I'm like, man, what a difference. The only thing that I'm that's actually working and working hard at times is the CPU. So that might be the next thing that I upgrade.
Right.
But 12 cores, man, I think that for what I've ever done, that's I'm doing pretty good, I think.
Your setup looks like it could be a mining rig.
Maybe.
Yeah, he only pretends to do radio. He's actually a crypto miner in disguise.
Yeah, don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Well, he lost it in a boating accident.
His VA stuff.
Yeah, Don't tell nobody,
Yep.
Oh, I'm live on the radio. Damn! Or I mean, on the video side, they're recording me anyways.
Yep.
Those bastards.
At this point, I think if you have Wi-Fi in your house, they pretty much have a map of everything you do every day.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi can actually physically map out like your house. Things that it reflects off of. It's like, okay, he's got something here, something here. Yeah.
So like Batman was basically just giving away the future.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Yep.
That's how Batman does it too. Yeah.
That's I'm telling you, predictive programming. I thought it was a joke for a long time, but every once in a while I go back and watch old movies and I'm just like, wait a minute.
Yep. Even The Simpsons does it.
I mean, like 90% of the Earth's population lives within a Wi-Fi signal, I would think.
I would say it's close to that, yeah. Especially, especially in the developed world.
Oh yeah, in America it's probably damn near 100%.
Right.
Except for like in rural, if you live on a farm and you don't have internet. But
yeah,
if you live on a farm and you don't have
what are you
internet.
talking about? I mean, they're getting beamed by Elon every day, no matter where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not Wi-Fi though.
I used to get mine via microwave. Seriously, the water tower 2 towns down would fire it off to my big giant dish. That's how I got internet for the longest time. But now I got fiber. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere and I got fiber. Big giant dish. That's how I got internet. There's an echo coming off Mark.
Oh, that was my phone. That was just my phone.
Okay.
Hey, thank you, World Pirate Radio, for the donation. Appreciate it. That 1 star. Yeah. You guys are great over there. Thanks, Jaffe. Appreciate you.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Oh, everyone's streaming us and all that kind of good stuff, and everyone just listening in, man. Thank you. It's awesome to have all of you guys out there, and they're only growing more and more and more. So that's good to see.
Yep, more people getting real information, the better.
Yeah.
That went down wrong. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So how have you
Elon
been,
Musk.
David? I had to step out. I missed some of the stuff that you guys been talking about in between.
Well, we've gone from good days to good moments.
Oh no.
Yeah, so at this very moment, things are good, but it can go south in 5 minutes. So.
Well, we're always praying and hoping everything turns out well for you. So
Okay. Well.
Yeah, and you can tell your wife if she can save some money by not getting the hearse. She can use my pickup truck to throw you over the bridge somewhere.
Yeah, you guys got alligators out there, don't you?
Yeah, they'll take care of it. No, it's not that. No. Don't worry about that. It's the wild hogs that'll leave no trace behind, all right?
David Hogg,
Wild hog
is very fitting.
Yep. Yeah, and there's a lot of them on the property, so Yep, they'll get rid of that body real quick.
Feeding time at the farm.
Yep.
You don't even have to own the pig farm anymore. You can just go out in the wild.
Yeah. Even though I hadn't heard hogs in a while, but I'm sure they're still out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hear a lot of coyotes.
My kids have told me at the scout camps that they've been going to, wildcats like bobcats and that are starting to become quite populated around too. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody even traps really anymore. I mean, my brothers used to back in the 90s, but all the hunters I know stopped trapping, and they're basically just fishing and tree standing these days.
Yeah.
I know some counties still pay a bounty for hogtails.
Really?
I would assume so. I mean, they're pretty invasive.
Yeah.
They're pretty damaging.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're a big problem in some counties down there. I mean,
oh yeah,
like to the point of it being dangerous for your kids to be outside.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, then you got you got two varieties. You got the real big giant ones, and then you got what's those little pygmy ones that are all furry? I can't even remember what they call them. They're around too.
You're not talking about javelinas, are you?
Javelinas, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they get to be about the size of what is it? An armadillo?
No, they're bigger than armadillo.
Are they? I didn't think they were
Yeah.
that big.
Armadillos don't get that big. Armadillo is like a size of a chihuahua.
Yeah.
So yeah, if little javelinas were that small, they we use them as
But
pets.
They do a lot of damage.
Get up,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, I haven't seen any signs on the property of them rutting lately, so they're probably bothering somebody else.
Well, it's crop it should be harvest season for a lot of fruit and crops and whatnot. I would imagine they're hitting the fields pretty hard right now.
Yeah, probably.
I know up here in the Pacific Northwest, it's pumpkin time, so.
Pumpkin time.
Yep. Do you have a problem with the pumpkin spice poachers?
No, we have more. We have more of a problem with the blue hair. Those are more dangerous than anything else.
They are dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, they're about as dangerous as the boar. About as ugly too.
Yeah, exactly. But heavier than a boar.
Yes, quite a bit larger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack's been telling me that the jackalope up there where he's at, up near in the Four Corners area, he says, man, they're getting terrible. I mean, the chupacabras are even leaving the area, and they're
because of the jackalope.
Yeah, because of the jackalope, and now they're tearing them up, and like, and then they're having mutation and messed up stuff where them and Dogman and Bigfoot are man, it's just ugly. You got to tune into Jack's show to hear about all that.
That's the truth there. You got to watch out for that stuff.
And then Jack's going to tell you all about the cryptocurrency trend, how silver is going to be unobtainable. So get it now.
Silver.
I do like me some silver. I do like me some silver.
Yep, and that's according to the web bot by Cliff High.
Although I think at some point we're gonna catch a meteorite that has so much gold and platinum and silver in it that it's gonna just devalue the markets. At some point, maybe not in my lifetime, but at some point it's gonna happen.
Just yeah.
It's like some kid who's 12 years old right now is developing all of the ideas in his head to catch asteroids and mine them.
Yeah. Or it'll just smack into the moon and just be like right up there, kind of looking right at us. You know?
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
really easy.
Yeah.
When the sun hits it, it just like sparkles.
Yeah, the moon becomes gold-plated.
I'm waiting for Trump to change us over from the gold and silver and the other standard to the helium-3 standard.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, where we can, where we're the only ones, or only a few countries can actually mine it off the moon. You know.
Just like an
It'll
iron
be,
sky.
Yeah, it'll be us versus China, basically.
Yeah, and Russia.
Pretty much.
Well, Russia, what they'll do is they'll just give China all the resources they need to build their spaceship and get their cut that way. They like being a gas station.
Buddy.
And wouldn't Elon Musk just go up there and siphon it all out, like on the first day?
Yeah, but Elon's not allowed to go to the moon. He got banned a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why he wants to go to Mars, because the moon said we're not having no part of that guy.
Yeah, well, remember when he shot that Tesla into space? You won't believe the parking tickets he got for that. Yeah, he can't go to the moon.
Hey, mine
wanted
Colin
man.
in the kick chat. That means Adam Bombs is around.
Hey guys, what's up? I remember once having a conversation with a friend of mine who was from Scotland. And we were talking about how China wanted to go to the moon, and I just looked at him like, they can't go there. What do you mean? Like, it's ours. It's America. Like, I was dead serious to him that, like, I thought the
Yeah,
moon was America.
we put a flag in it, and we also licked it, so it's ours.
Yeah, we, like, well, you know,
Well,
it's ours.
we only have
Yeah.
parts of it because there's Russian and Chinese flags up there now too. So we can only keep certain amount of it.
Have they walked up there, though, or have they just planted one via drone?
The Russians walked on it. I
Okay.
don't know
I
if
think
the
the
Chinese
was
did.
drone. I think the Chinese was a web, one of those little crawly things. Put one up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
they-
that doesn't count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't count until you
You're
plant
always
your
cheating.
foot there. And being that we were the first, to actually land there.
That'd be fun to, like,
Yeah.
plan our next landing, like, right where the Russians put their flag down and just, like, straight up pick it up and, like, take it away.
Yeah, bring it
Put an
home.
American one in its
Bring it
place.
home. Bring it home and mail it to them in a FedEx.
Yeah.
Yeah, most expensive game of capture the flag.
Here, you guys lost this. You lost
That'd be
this
such a
somehow.
Trump thing to do, though, wouldn't it?
It
Yeah.
would. It would.
Yeah, well,
Or, like, leave the pole up, but just take their flag down and put our flag on their pole.
Yep.
yeah, get a video of us taking it down and putting ours up.
Or
Yeah,
live stream it, man. You know?
or lowering it down and putting ours above it. All right. Yeah, you put it there, but we're claiming it. You can use this area for now.
I do have to. I have to imagine though that there's going to be at least some sort of lengthy negotiation about mining terms, because China is definitely got its eyes on mining the moon. They have some pretty serious commitments. They're doing DNA testing to give people better exposure to radiation, so they can send people up into space.
I can see that happening.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
We all know
They're
how.
willing to sacrifice.
We
the
all
body.
know how that turns out. You've all seen and heard about the Incredible Hulk. When he gets
I
pissed
have.
off, he just turns green big and smashes shit.
Yeah. Well, also they're gonna have to fight the Nazis that are already on the moon.
Yeah.
You know.
And
So
those
I'm
little
not sure
gray
if they're ready for that.
bastards. I'm sure those little
And
gray
Nazis
bastards
do
are
not
up
like
there, too.
communists. They don't. Not at all.
No, they don't.
Yeah, we got about 2 more minutes. David, you going to hang out with us and stick around?
No.
Or are you going to come
No,
back for
you just
Willie?
Get me for this. It'd be
Well, you
nice
should
to come back for Willie,
like,
but
come on for 10, 15 minutes if you want, dude. On the radio. Just say
Yeah.
hi. Let everyone
I
know
don't
still
know.
alive.
I don't know.
All right. There's there's a little boy in San Antonio who's gonna be like so happy to hear that you're there and doing good.
Yeah,
But
That little boy needs to get a life.
yeah.
well,
I have a daughter in my back room that's listening to us right now too. It's like,
Well, she needs to get a life.
yeah. I make them watch the show, to get educated, so that when they go to school, they can't be woke.
Mm.
It is important. You gotta inoculate them.
Yes.
Yeah. We do tell it like it is.
Yeah, and that critical thinking thing,
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't really work with me because I've been divorced like 3 times, but, hey, and I have how many kids, so critical thinking may not be my thing. All right?
Yeah, I don't think your picker works.
But
there is such a thing
Picker,
as a
not pecker.
but that's okay. I know how to populate, and it's about
There you
that
go.
at times. There you go. Did I say populate or was it copulate? I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I would assume both are involved. I mean,
I'm so glad to hear from you, David.
Yeah.
What are we going with first? What's our first topic?
I don't know. There's a few things I'm kind of swapping around. Elon Musk is worth $500 billion now. That's kind of an interesting thing to break the ice with,
Yep. There's a lot of baby mamas really happy right now.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same room since it's working so good right now. So
Okay,
we're going to take and hang up, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. All right? Oh,
Alrighty.
wow. CS heard me say, we're gone. Like, okay.
He just bailed.
All right.
He's probably peeing on a flat rock right now.
Oh, my God. Not that. Here we go. Get this crew back up and running so we can do this radio show on the radio side too. So let's get our folks in here. That John Galt. And that Doc 69. Where'd he go?
All right.
Here we go. I'll let Doc in, and
here we are.
here we are. All right.
That is kind of nice that this room has a lobby that you do have to approve people.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
was annoying at first, but I kind of like it. In case somebody with the old link,
like in case we had someone like DK. Yeah, he's a good guy, really. But it's just to each their own. I'm like, we can't do that here.
Some people are not built for the radio.
No, I mean, yeah, this is very true. All right, and there's nothing against that other than hey, fines,
right,
and getting cut off stations. Oh yeah, we can't have that coming out of the basement of a church. I'm like, all right, wow, that picked it up real quick and easy. That's good. I didn't have to do anything with Teams to switch over on OBS. Well, Teams into OBS. Picked it up right away since we were there already. Do.
I gotta have Willie talk about that naked bike race in Portland.
Oh no, not that.
You probably know about that, Doc.
It's one of the things, like, it's just gotten progressively worse over the years.
30 seconds,
it's just
guys.
Turned a total political event. It's nutty.
Yeah, they're in the front lines nowadays, that's for sure.
5. Oh no, wait a minute.
Oh, we could open with that if you want.
Yeah. And coming up is your countdown. I was getting a little ahead of myself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for October 5th, 2025. With me tonight, I got Doc. What's up, Doc?
Portland's getting spicy. I don't know. The gold prices are up. I mean, it's a pretty wild week so far.
Yeah, you predicted it last week, didn't you?
A little bit, but kind of have a feeler for that thing since Portland's right in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, last weekend on the show, you were saying that it was about to blow up there, and it certainly has. And so you know about that city, obviously, because you're from the surrounding areas. So give us the skinny, man.
Well, it looks like some people probably have seen this out there, but it's looked like it's been exposed that the Portland Police Department is basically working with Antifa on behalf of the local Portland government. They are clearly arresting non-Antifa members. Primarily in this case, they arrested 2 journalists. And they haven't been prosecuting the assaults. And so now the DOJ is coming to check them out. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, and I saw the lady from Post Millennial, Davis Court or something.
Yep, Katie Davenport. Yep.
And she basically got whacked across the face with a flagpole, the end of a flagpole. You know, We always talk about them waving flags. They're not waving a flag. They're carrying a weapon right out in the open. You know, and her face was completely black and blue. There was a cop there that stopped the person who did it, and "You're being detained." "No, I'm not," was her reply. And they just kept walking, and they got to an Antifa area where it was a cordoned off section. You could hear music playing in the background. It was a big open air, whatever. And she just kind of strolls in there, and now there's nothing the cops can do or would ever do.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
they
don't. No, they wouldn't. They would need like 100 cops to go in there and arrest somebody.
Yeah, well, and the worst part about it is if they did actually do the 100 cops, bring them in and arrest them all, the local Antifa associated judges would let them back out on the street the next day.
Yeah. Good times, right? So there's not a lot you can do. Now, there was also the Nick Shirley, is it, who was streaming from Portland this week, and a guy threatened his life, right? Threatened him to kill him. And they're arguing he's trying to move him, force Nick out of the protest. He's about a block away from the heart of it at this point. And all of a sudden, the Antifa guy has, a couple green dots on his chest?
Yep, they marked him.
Yeah, and Nick's like, "You realize the snipers are on you right now." And it kind of de-escalated the situation, to say the least.
Well, and that's why the federal troops are being sent in. It's unfortunate that we have all this lawfare that Trump has to go through to do what is well within his legal rights to do. But once the troops do finally get here, that's why we need them. We need them to protect the individuals who are not part of Antifa from Antifa's behavior. That's been the big complaint of the people that live near the ICE building. It's that the police will do absolutely nothing to protect the citizenry from the violence and behavior of Antifa. And then that's, it's the failure of, from top to bottom in this state, to protect the average citizen from that behavior. That's why it's legitimate for them to send in the National Guard, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't disagree at all. It's what it's there for. And if your local government has basically collapsed, then you're left with no choice.
In our case, they're complicit.
Well, yeah, they are Antifa in many aspects. I've seen a couple people in your local government there in Portland outright saying, "Yeah, I'm Antifa. I'm part of them. I'm with them." Hell, Keith Ellison held up the Antifa book and took a picture with it a few years back. Remember that?
Yeah. And one of the board members, I forget her name. She's one of the newest members of the Portland board, but the governing board has 2 members that have put out statements instructing Antifa members to use burner phones, encrypted devices, and protect themselves from ICE. So we have members of our government in Portland aiding and abetting a terrorist organization.
Kind of wild, huh? I think it's going to come back to bite them here soon.
I hope. I hope Trump keeps pushing and starts going after some of the judges and some of these lower level politicians to really shake things up. I think they need to be arrested.
Well, there is an entire institution that is working to create conspiracies, you know. Comey is right at the top of it, and it does go all the way down to the street thugs of Antifa and everyone in between who are systematically at war with the United States government.
Yes.
Embedded, you know, all the way up and down. I mean, look at what they did to the sitting president of the United States with the Russia hoax. Correct. And he's finally going to start paying for that.
Well, and that's the thing. And there's so many different veins of corruption and of this particular militancy that we're fighting, that Trump has a lot on his plate. We really need some governors to step up and start helping out, cracking down, you know, red states cracking down on blue cities. But I don't think we're going to see that because those governors need to get reelected. And so they don't want that on their plate. Unfortunately, that's been the modus operandi of many of our governors over the past decade. Yeah,
it's been a wild ride. Let's see, when we talk about this ICE situation, Chicago is also on the map. The other day, there were a handful of ICE agents in a couple of vans, if I'm not mistaken, that got rammed into and surrounded and blocked in Chicago. And the aggressors, the people who blocked them in, came out with guns, and it was a gunfight. And one of the ladies with a semi-automatic weapon, who has been very well known to the police for a long, long time, was shot and apparently got herself to the hospital. So obviously not critical or anything, but shot nonetheless. And the police gave us stand down orders. They were on their way. And they said, stand down, stop a few blocks away and wait for a reevaluation before you move in. Did you hear that call?
Yeah. It's, I mean, at what point do the people in the Republican Party specifically, but there are some Democrats that are okay. At what point do these people realize that we're fighting an actual war? Like these people are in open rebellion against the United States government. Now, whether or not you agree with the United States government is irrelevant. Once a group of people is in open rebellion against the government, it is certainly within the government's right to put that rebellion down with whatever force is necessary. Now, I don't know how Trump has to go about it, but there's got to be some mechanism that he can employ to go in there and shut down this rebellious behavior, because it's being passed from the top down. It's not like these blue cities aren't run by people who agree with the people doing this.
And it's funny because we talked on the show, not you and I, but we with some of my other co-hosts, way back when Trump first, won the election in 2024. That there was going to be desperation coming from the left, serious, violent desperation, as they realize they're just losing power. I mean, look at the Tories and the Labour Party in the UK. They just had a small election over there, and Reform, kicked butt everywhere.
Yep.
They just sweeped it. And the same thing is happening to the Democratic Party. The old school Democratic Party is dying, and the Socialist Democratic Party is rising.
Yep.
I've heard a lot of commentary about that in the last few days from a few people, and it's very true. It's why AOC came out and said, hey, if we want to reopen the government, just come to my office. I'm right here.
Yeah.
And Nancy Pelosi freaked out over it.
Well, yeah, and the thing is that these socialist types, they see the only true good is power, and so they will do whatever it takes to grasp power, including create a civil war atmosphere in this country, which they've pretty much done for the last 8 years. And that's why I think we're seeing such violent lash out, like you were saying. I think it's directly as a result of this rising democratic, socialist, communist aspect to the left-hand side taking over as the Democratic Party disintegrates.
Yeah, and you know, Trump's deportation numbers are nowhere near where Obama's were. You know, he's not on pace to be, you know, deporting more people than Obama did during his, you know, 2 terms or whatever. And you know, mainly a lot of that, to be fair, is because people are self-deporting. You know, they're taking the $2,000 checks or whatever and just getting on the plane and saying, thank you, you know, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, because they want to be able to come back.
Yeah. But, you know, but again, it's...
So, in other words, I'm sorry, the reason I bring that up is because it's just the government doing its normal thing, and they're freaking out over it.
Exactly.
They're freaking out over it, when it's really not that extraordinary what they're doing with ICE right now. It's their job, for crying out loud. Go find hardened criminals who shouldn't be in the United States and get rid of them. You know, and if you sweep up 2 roommates who are also illegal, then they go too.
Yeah. This is just basic policing that hasn't been done for years. That's and the reaction from the left is more of a programmed response than a justifiable one, because, like you said, they're losing power. Yeah,
and really, at the end of the day, how many people out there are willing to fight the U.S. federal government over whether or not, you know, hardened criminal illegal aliens should be deported? It's not a big section of the country that's going to get behind that in a life or death battle. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's just going to be these small pockets of insane people doing really stupid, dangerous things,
who are just really looking for any excuse to go to war with the country. And this is what they pick. You know, anything. You know?
Their goal is to accelerate and create tension. They don't care how.
And if Trump ends up sending out these $2,000 checks to everyone, how many of them do you think will cash it?
All of them. Every single one.
Every last one.
Yeah.
They're funding their own resistance.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't send those checks out personally. I don't think it's a very smart economic play personally, but
I'm not a big fan of those either. They just cause inflation, really. And I mean, are they stimulants? Yeah, and it's a better way to stimulate the economy than it is to have some giant funding project of the same, you know, dollar value that, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, if those are the 2 choices, but I would like to see some actual deregulation. I would like to see some actual tax cuts. I mean, those things would be massive boosts to the economic production. We have way too many regulations in this country, and it stymies our industrial base. That's why it was so easy to ship it overseas.
And it's funny. I mean, I majored in finance in college, and it's all about every model that they make up to price an asset never includes taxes as part of the risk reward, right? Because all of all the big money is all tax exempt. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's in the foundation, or it's somewhere where it doesn't get taxed on, you know, short-term capital gains or whatnot. So the option pricing models, all that stuff, never say, okay, now add a 60% tax or a 50% tax to, you know, cut your profit in half, and now go back and figure out the model and if it's a good risk reward ratio. Do you follow me?
Yeah. No, that's not, well, they don't calculate. When you're talking about the financial sector, they have ways of completely avoiding tax liability altogether.
Exactly.
That's stuff that the basic individual can barely take advantage of because they're not working at that level.
Yeah. And so I mean, whatever you're doing in the market, you're kind of getting screwed unless you're in an IRA or something, because you're not getting the adequate return for your risk if you have to pay short-term capital gains on it or whatever. It just completely breaks the equation. I don't know. Yeah. I just say that because the little guy always gets screwed, and taxes are one of the ways you get screwed big time. You know,
and it stymies growth. If you didn't have to pay those taxes, let's say you're a really good with your money, young, you get your family started, you got your house, you've invested a solid amount, and now you got a good chunk of return on your investment in your 40s, 50s, and you feel like you can start a business. But if you go to cash that investment out to start that business, you're going to have to give up 50% of that investment to taxes to start the business. That makes no sense. That is completely stifling and keeps all of that money locked away in Wall Street where it can't actually do good for the real economy.
Exactly.
And that's what I hate about it. That's the thing that bothers me the most.
Yeah, it's economies of scale, so to speak.
Yeah. Yes,
you know, when you get much more wealthier and wealthier and have all those layers of tax accountants and lawyers and you name it, and they figure out loopholes around it all.
Yep.
So, I mean, they still pay their taxes, don't get me wrong, but it's just different. It's so much harder for the smaller guy, you know, to break that barrier.
A lot less options to take advantage of, for sure.
Yeah, it should be easier. But anyway, speaking of wealth, Elon Musk just became the like a $500 billion mark. Let's put it that way. I mean, he's always been, you know, for a long time now, the wealthiest man in the world, but $500 million net worth. I would say that's the wealthiest person ever. It probably is in like it isn't though, right? Genghis Khan, Stalin. They estimated Stalin's net worth like in the trillions, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, and let's be real. Elon is the wealthiest person we are allowed to know about. The people that are the very wealthiest, you can't find their name or information online.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the kings and queens of old, and it's, you know, you think about the wealth that's been amassed through history, and this is a huge empire for sure, but it's nowhere near some of the biggest ones.
Yes, for sure. But it is interesting that a guy that's actually creating value all of a sudden is the wealthiest man in the world. It's kind of crazy how that happens. If you create value for society, people want to buy that stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's again, I'll look at Tesla's stock, and I imagine it's still today bigger than every other automaker in the world.
I would assume so. I mean,
I
think
almost combined, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, last time I checked, it was something like $430 a share, and we're talking about I could probably look it up real quick. The market cap's got to be close. I mean, it's got to be over $1 trillion.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna hit the buttons there, then just, you know, look for the top 10 valuations of auto companies, and he's way number one. But they don't sell the kinds of numbers anywhere near what Volkswagen does, you know, or Toyota even. They're like a fraction. Yeah, if you live in California, they're everywhere, but
well,
the rest of the country.
They're selling cars. They're selling cars super cheap, under the market value because they're getting rebates on the back end from the government. Yeah. Tesla's 1.49 trillion, and the closest one is Ferrari with 89 billion. Yep. So they're about. They're almost double.
I'm sorry. Which one is that? The second one is what?
Ferrari NV, they're racing. Racing one, yeah. It's marketed at 89. Third? Ford Motor Company at 50.
At 50, wow. So you're talking 10, 20, 30 times the value of Ford for Tesla.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking 50 billion versus 1.4 trillion. Yeah.
How is that possible? That, you know, Tesla's 30 times more valuable than Ford. I mean, if I drive out down the road, I can't go to any intersection without seeing 10 Fords.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Whereas I might see one Tesla.
Well, you know, I think the very obvious reason for that is the American car companies basically all died in 2008 and were kept alive as zombie companies by the government bailouts until they got back on their feet. I do think Ford Motor Company has upward trend as market cap goes, but it's going to have to be creating a better gasoline-powered vehicle because they're never going to compete with electric.
Yeah, I mean, I think they ultimately will, but I don't know if electric is really the future. I think it will be the future for some cars, but not for the majority of them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Tesla has pretty much locked down the top spot as a EV car company. I don't think there's going to be another EV car company in the next 10 years that knocks them out. I think Ford's best bet is to put out a gas model that gets 110 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, or a hybrid that does the same. You know,
yes, a super economy vehicle. Yeah,
exactly. I was watching a video, I don't know, a week or some back. Do you know who producer Michael is, the YouTuber?
No, it doesn't sound familiar. No,
he doesn't come up. He's this like rich billionaire dude who's got this buddy, and they go out and film all these videos. They show houses and cars, and you know, he was test driving a $500,000 Rolls-Royce electric, you know, top end, like the highest end car they make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the first electric they ever had. And they went out from Las Vegas to Red Rocks. Are you familiar with Red Rocks in Las Vegas?
Yep.
Okay, not very far. They get in this thing. It's got 200 and, I don't know, 40, 50 miles of range, which should be absolutely no problem for that drive, right? And as they got out there, it just started going down, 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 and down. And by the time they got out there, they'd used half that range, and they're wondering if they're going to make it back, right?
Well,
in a $500,000 Rolls Royce, you're worried about range anxiety going from downtown Vegas to Red Rocks and back.
Yeah, that you could have just had a Tesla Cybertruck, man.
And Michael was freaking out. He was like, really, like, oh my God, we're gonna have to get towed. Like, what does it cost to tow this thing?
Yep. That's, I mean, again, it's the technology behind it. I mean, it's something that when you are like what the way Elon runs his company, he's actually trying to make things better that already exist. And Ford hasn't been doing that for a long time. They haven't been innovating for a very long time. Neither has any of the other car companies. And that's where Tesla beat him. He was innovative. They were just trying to make money when he was trying to innovate and change the world. Yeah.
And I've always said this my whole life, you know, regardless of what, you know, budget I could spend on a car. I just wish they always would offer some sort of a basic car that you can give to a 16-year-old who's got a mechanical, you know, skills, and they can just fix the whole damn thing by going down to Pep Boys. You know, you can, what do you want to do? You want to overhaul the engine? Let's go to Pep Boys, you know?
But that makes you free, John, and you can't be free. You're not allowed to be free.
You see what I'm saying, though? I mean, now you got a technician to even take the cover off the hood to even look at the engine, let alone, you know, you need computers and yada, yada. What about just a brilliantly reliable, you know, Tonka truck of just a pickup truck that you can give to a 16-year-old kid, and by the time they're like 30, it'll probably be in better condition than it is today.
Yeah, I don't know. They used to make cars like that. I don't know what happened. I don't really know. It has to be the devaluation of the dollar and people trying to cut corners every which way possible.
It's the dealers too. The dealers don't want that car.
Well,
because they sell it and they never have to touch it again. You can take to any mechanic and they can just be like, oh yeah, you know, your carburetor just needed a quarter of a screw to the right and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
It'll be $10 to fix that. What else can I do for you?
Well, I mean, if that $10 had the same purchasing power in 1960, you know, today, that would help out a lot.
I mean, I could go down that road of, like, you know, taking road trips in my Camaro when I was, you know, young, you know, pre-college, and we'd all throw in like $4 each, and we could drive across the state and back.
Yeah,
you know.
We had a brief respite of that in the mid '90s when gas was about $1 a gallon. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of other things weren't that much more expensive. I mean, today, like a Big Mac is way more. Back then it was maybe $3.50 today it's what, $8 or something after Biden.
Yeah, I haven't been to McDonald's in years, but I would assume it's something like that.
Yeah, crazy. You're gonna go in there and get a combo, and it'll be $15 probably.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. You can go sit down, and I mean, a lot of like Applebee's and those types of restaurants are thriving right now because they're priced kind of at the same levels as McDonald's and Burger King are.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to see.
A lot of restaurants closed here, though. They couldn't compete with the chain restaurants with the COVID lockdowns. Killed a lot of business down, and then of course the homelessness chased everybody out of Portland. So that didn't help.
Now, the Portland mayor, by the way, said it was like 2 blocks. Well, it was one city block, and he then ignored completely the courthouse. Right, ICE was one city block. The courthouse is another like 4-block section or whatever, where it's unlivable. Some of the most prime real estate in the city, if I'm not mistaken. Right.
Well, yeah, I mean. They have 5 of these massive commercial buildings down there in downtown. 3 of them have gone bankrupt. The former owners went bankrupt, and they are now in possession of the leaseholder company. They have windows boarded up. Every 3rd shop is gone. They had a mall, an old mall that used to be the big mall downtown. It was all boarded up and there's no shops in it. Apparently somebody had broken into it over the summer and they set up a drug den in it, and they had to go in and clear that out with the SWAT team. So yeah, it's pretty rough. Like the mayor's a complete liar. He's also, totally Antifa adjacent. So
yeah. And I mean, around that courthouse, it struck me one night watching all the riots there, like 3-4 years ago, that like if I was a high-end attorney doing a lot of work at that courthouse, it would be really nice to have one of those apartments overlooking that park and looking at the courthouse right across the way. Convenience, great view, good neighborhood, quote unquote. But I can't imagine those homes are worth anything. We saw that lady, that slightly handicapped, heavyset black lady that came down a couple months ago and just said, "Will you guys shut up? I live up here, man." Right? So those apartments have to be pretty much worthless now because, yeah, it looks great in the day, but man, as soon as it gets dark, you got people with air horns going all night till 4 a.m.
It's gotten pretty bad in that section. It's only gone downhill since COVID. But yeah, I mean, anywhere that the homeless invaded and the Antifa has caused problems is pretty much turned into low income areas. They've destroyed parts of the city. Like I will admit, there are some very nice parts of the city still. Much like Detroit still had some very beautiful sections of the city.
Very small. I know Detroit. The very, very small, like isolated little pockets. But the vast majority of that city was garbage.
Right. But see, the thing with the Portland situation is that they have surrounding areas that chase out the local police chase out the homeless. And so they chase them back into Portland. So it's just a game of cat and mouse. One day an area could be swept and perfectly clean, drive by it and there's nothing there. You come by the next day and there's 40 tents.
Wow.
So,
yeah,
it really depends on where you're at.
Yeah. I've heard so much negative out of it. You never really hear good stories out of Portland nowadays,
Well, there aren't too many good stories to tell. The cost of living's insane. The crime is out of control in some parts of the city. Drug use is rampant and everywhere. Homeless everywhere. It's not good.
All right, man. This is your city. This is your city under Democratic leadership.
Exactly.
Because honestly, Portland is gorgeous. Where it's located is stunning. It's very hard to beat. You got mountains and hills and a giant river going right through and Mount Hood right up the road. It's
Some
gorgeous.
of the best weather in the country. I love the weather here. Love it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You don't get the Pacific Northwest rains?
Yeah, we get the rains, but I grew up in Pennsylvania, so it's almost identical weather.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's
a little more mild in the winter here, but that's about it.
Yeah, I've been living out here in the desert for a few years, so.
I liked the desert for a little while, but I missed my 4 seasons. I have to have 4 seasons.
Yeah, I don't. I leaned so hard into winter. I leaned so hard into it in some of the mountain towns I've lived in that I dug more snow than most people will ever see in their life. I mean, unfathomable amounts of times I've come outside to waist deep, snow that I've got to shovel or blow or whatever, I'm done with that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done with that. I don't think my back could handle it.
Understandable.
Yeah. Gosh. Back in the day, man, I'd shovel out my entire driveway at like 7 so I could be at the slopes at 9 or 8:30 or whatever to be the first chair up, And then
that's a lot of work, man.
Yeah, I mean, like stuff that would knock me out today, just shovel in the driveway. I'd then go out and ski for 8 hours, and powder, which is work. Yeah, and then go snowmobiling after that. Because it's all fresh powder out in the backcountry now. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man. So, let's see what else we got here. All right, let's go to. All right, well, let's start with this one. We may very well be at war at this point in time. In fact, I'm tempted to just look at the headlines real quick and see if we have announced it. Donald Trump gave Hamas a 6 p.m. Eastern Time deadline tonight to agree to the deal of his peace deal, release the hostages, yada, 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 or you get the stick. And, they said they agreed to it, but it's like Putin agreed to a peace deal, didn't he?
That's true.
Yeah, with Putin, it all looked great when he left Alaska. Everyone was chummy. And that didn't go anywhere. And if I'm going to trust, Hamas or Putin, I'd probably trust Putin way before Hamas.
Well, and I'll be honest with you. I don't trust Netanyahu any more than I trust Hamas. He's been a backstabber and a liar too to us. So at the end of the day, we're working with two parties that don't trust each other and don't trust us. And we shouldn't really be playing around with trying to force them to do anything, honestly. I would love to see peace up there, as we all would, I'm sure, but I don't think it benefits America to keep playing around over in the Middle East. At least not where we're constantly having to worry about going to war with Iran or fighting off the Yemenis, or it's such a waste of our time and resources when we have so many problems to fix here.
Well, I'm hearing whispers of a multilateral international peace deal that will involve many other countries, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, many of the other powers in the region that could really change everything once and for all. And if they can put that together, if he can do that, then let's go. Right. If you can do
absolutely.
it. Yeah. But to pump $100 billion into it, no.
That's basically where I'm at. Like, if you can get it done without spending any more money, that would be great. That would be awesome. But if we have to bribe a bunch of people and then do these back end deals where we're buying weapons and sell them to this other person, I just we got to stop all that nonsense. We just got to be straight dealers for a few years and get things straightened out at home. Because if things at home get worse, if these communists, God forbid, can last out Trump and stay into the next administration, how emboldened are they going to be?
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be put to an end for sure, one way or another. It really needs to be put to an end. This has gone on 2 years now. It's October 5th today. October 7th will be Tuesday. That's 2 years, and it's long enough, man. And I'll tell you, while we're on the related subject, there was at least 2 people were killed the other day in Manchester, England, at a synagogue. A man named Jihad al-Shira or something. It means from Syria, or from a region of Syria. But his first name, Jihad, rammed a car into a group of people standing out in front, and then got out and started stabbing them, and then pulled out a gun and shot someone, and then the cops pulled out a gun and shot someone else to dead on the spot, but did get their man. And this was on Yom Kippur, which is one of the high holidays for Jews. And I swear to God, the media, we don't know the motive. We have no idea what this man's motive was. For a couple of days, sat on that story. We don't know the motive. We don't know why he did this. His name is Jihad. He rammed a car into a bunch of Jews and started stabbing them. And you don't know the motive?
Yeah, that's sure. Don't know the motive. Yeah. Couldn't imagine what the motive would be. I could only fathom a guess.
You don't hate the press enough, is what I'm getting at, I guess. As much as we say they suck and we don't trust them, you don't not trust them enough.
It's very
If they
true.
say it's going to rain today, just, don't bother bringing an umbrella because you ain't going to need it.
It's true. It's very true. It's sad when the newscasters are less accurate than the weather forecaster. That's pretty sad. But I will say, it is certainly a problem that these ethnic fights are transgressing political or country lines. Like, there was a riot this past 2 summers ago, I think now, where it was the Pakistanis versus the Indians in London. Like, we can't be having that stuff in Western countries anymore. We can't be tolerating this stuff. And as long as they have these fights going on in those countries over there, it's going to spill over to wherever those populations live. It always does. And so I think you're right that it is all tied together.
Yeah, and they imported it.
Yes.
They went out of their way to make it happen.
Yep.
And funded it all, and then all the NGOs that brought them here from other countries were funded by their governments.
Yep.
That's the same here in the United States. We give all kinds of money to Doctors Without Borders, and Doctors Without Borders were down in Mexico handing out people maps, directions, itineraries on how to get to the United States.
Debit
so
cards.
We, as taxpayers, paid for that. Yeah. Here's clothing, food. Who do you think paid for that? The federal government. It's just shocking what they get away with, and nobody ever questions them on it, and nobody holds them accountable at the ballot box.
Well, and I think that's coming for England. I don't know that reform is the solution, but they're definitely going to kick the door open.
Yeah,
they are dominating those two other parties. Their Labour Party is pretty much fallen off the map since they got elected. Been a straight downward spiral, and the Tories are almost completely wrecked. They're getting like 10-12%.
Exactly. And, reform is scooping it all up. I don't see like the Greens getting, they got 4% in some of the elections they just had the other night, and I look to those because they're not polls, they're elections. Yeah. So they hold a lot more weight. But Doc, we got about 30 seconds left. Where can people find you?
You guys can follow me on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, and Rumble, as well as Minds.com.
Under what name?
Doctor420. That's Doctor with an E, 420.
So you're like an E-Doc.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, all right, Doc. We got to go to break, folks. We've still got another entire hour and one more segment in the first hour. So stay tuned. A lot more stuff coming up right after this.
All right. We are on radio break.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Doing good.
This is a 5-minute break, Doc, in case you got to do anything.
I'm just going to get a glass of water, but you guys are coming with me for that.
All right. Tour of Doc's house.
It's relatively small, but it'll do. It keeps
It's like an episode of Cribs, man. Relatively small. It's only 7 bedrooms.
I wish I had a 7-bedroom. Then I could tell the kid to start popping me out some grandkids. That's where I'm at. I'm like, we're we're all like living together to try to get money saved up to get a house, because on his own there's just no way he's going to do it. Financially, it's just crazy out there. And so me and my wife and him and his wife live together, and we're trying to get that all squared away. But I'm like, I want the grandkids, man.
How do you get them married off?
It's
how do you get them
I had
married?
I had nothing to do with this. He picked her when he was 14, and they've been together ever since.
I have a son that never dated, or just doesn't
yeah, that's
date.
rough.
All right. He thinks that he has to have everything in place before he does. I'm like, wow, that's great. Said in a utopian world, yeah, that's Alex. I'm like,
he's gonna miss out. You just got to go do it, man. You just got to go do it.
You just got to do it. Like, it's not like I'm not helping you, you know.
And that's the thing too. Like, it's like Idiocracy, right? The one couple, we could never have a baby in this economy, you know.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you know, Fred's over there just kicking them out left and right. Half of them die in motorcycle accidents, but the other half have 6 more kids.
Yeah. It's certainly true in certain parts of the country. The definitely the liberals aren't breeding, that's for sure.
Well, some segments of the party does, you know. But the affluent, you know, the awfuls.
Yeah, the awfuls are definitely they're anti-breeding. They're all like anti-natalists and stuff.
And who's going to breed with them? Quite frankly,
true. That's true. You got a point there. That's very true story.
Got Connie Cryptic and Queen of Chaos in the kick chat. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks.
All right. But yeah, that's. The dating scene. I have a buddy that I do my podcast with on Wednesdays. We missed the last 2 weeks, but we're coming back this Wednesday. Anyway, he's in the same, but he's in his mid-20s, and he's like, the dating scene is just crazy. He's completely stepped away from it for the longest time, because it's just so many women, especially where he was at in New York, were just completely insane that he was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not getting involved in that. But he moved up to New Hampshire, so I think he's going to do a little bit better. With
Central Texas, man. What the hell?
True. You shouldn't have too much trouble in Central Texas.
No, I mean, even
just
if
go down there for like a couple months and find a wife.
You would think that, you know, some chick across the border would be like trying to wave at him and that, but no. Come on.
You got to tell him to go to you got to go to a UT game. Go to a Texas game and get himself a little Texas honey.
That's like 6.5 hours away. No, I'm not. You know, you don't have to drive that far. And I tell him and his and all the friends he has, I said, you know, Grindr is not a place where you pick up girls. I said, those are dudes.
No, you're not going to find any ladies there. I mean, they might say they're ladies, but they're not ladies.
Oh, boy.
But anyways, you know, that's just, you know, some fatherly advice that I tried to give him. 30 seconds.
Okay. Probably getting, so I'm going to throw a couple of what I call the fun articles at this segment. I know I've got one really good one.
Only one?
So we covered that one. Covered this one.
Dude, here's your countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for October 5, 2025. With me tonight, we've got Doc in the house. What's up, Doc?
Doing well. Enjoying the conversation tonight. It's going well. I like it.
I've got an article from a few days ago saying that the leftist activists are preparing a naked bike ride protest in Portland. Okay, because if you really want to put an end to all this stuff, then take off all your clothes and ride your bike through town. That will show Donald Trump. Did that happen already, or is it scheduled, or what's going on with that?
I think that's going down this week. I don't think it happened yet. It's actually a pretty it's a yearly occurrence here in Portland. It's a relatively regionally famous event. It's normally for fun, but over the last few years, it has become extraordinarily political. It's been kind of captured by the LGBTQIA plus mafia, and it's turned into a really political event. It used to be something just silly that they started in the late 80s, and it was just something that, was fun, and it wasn't really about your political affiliation, but now it seemed to become one of those things that they've taken over, as leftists tend to do.
Mm-hmm. And I imagine Willie's going to be there.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, yeah, Willie is, that's right up his alley. So,
well, I guess it's the only way he can show off his worms. But
it's a, it's an interesting way to, stick it in the eye of Donald Trump. Because if he tunes in, his eyes will hurt, right? So it's just kind of like being poked in the eye.
A little bit like emotionally poked in the eye. Yes.
Yeah. Now let's get to a meme here that's been going around that is really just blown up, and let me play it for you.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens...
Anyway, you get the point. Donald Trump posted that the other day, and it has Hakeem Jeffries in a sombrero with a mustache, big mustache. And they have been flipping out over this. He's pissed, right? Yep. Here's his response.
Mr. President, the next time you have something to say about me, say it to my face. Deport all illegal aliens. I repeat, deport all illegal aliens.
Old Hakeem, that guy. The fact that he was so upset about it just made the meme, because now they're doing it to everybody. They're throwing sombreros on every single politician, little mustache. I saw one with the auto pen with sombrero on it earlier today. Yeah. Like, I love when they freak out about the memes, because it gives us a glorious week of memeing.
Exactly, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The more they do it, the more it just... You meme until they cry, and then you meme about them crying.
Exactly. I believe that was in The Art of War. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I believe it was, too. I've seen that. Here is, I forget this guy's name. The dude that impersonates Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, this guy's great.
He comes out with a sombrero, on and starts saying...
So funny.
Yeah.
Hola, mi fellow Americanos, y bienvenidos al cierre de Schumer. That means welcome to the Schumer shutdown. We call it the Schumer siesta, right? It's the Schumer siesta. He put the government on siesta, crying Chuck. And El Hakimo Jefe Jeffries, we used to call him Dollar Store Obama, till we realized he's worth far less than $1. But they put the government on siesta to give illegal aliens your health care. We're not going to let it happen. I looked at both of them. I said, we're not going to let it happen. It's no bueno. I said, it's no bueno. They begged me. They said, but senor, por favor, please give illegal aliens the health care. I said, we're not going to do it. We're never going to do it. It's not going to happen. And they're also very upset about our big, beautiful sombreros. You look at them. These are the greatest sombreros the world has ever seen. We really have the best sombreros, and everybody wants one except Crying Chuck.
Anyway, I'll leave it at that. You get the point.
That guy's talented. He's super funny.
Yeah, he does a great job of... but yeah, let's see. They made the closing time meme, from the song Closing Time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it just goes on and on. Amy Klobuchar, here she is.
What else has he done in response to our serious request to have negotiations? He posts a deepfake video with sombreros in it, and he thinks that's funny.
Yes, it is funny.
Because it is funny. Like, come on, lady, that's hilarious.
Exactly, man. It's just, it's funny. It's really funny. While we're on the subject of
humorless.
while we're on the subject of the shutdown, I've got a couple here. Two clips I'm going to play from Kennedy, Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana.
But there's clearly a wing of the Democratic Party that can only be described accurately as the socialist wing of the party. And that party is in ascendancy. That party is in control. Now, my friend Senator Schumer is the leader of the Democrats in the United States Senate. And he, of course, has instructed his colleagues to vote to shut down government. And Senator Schumer has been criticized for that. And I understand. I don't agree with him. I think he made a mistake. But I don't think Senator Schumer is the leader of this effort. I don't. I think Senator Schumer, like many of his colleagues, would like to be loved by everybody in the party, and he would like to be loved by the socialist wing of his party. And I do think that's part of what is motivating this shutdown, and that's why I say it's all about politics.
Interesting, right? I mean, I was talking about that earlier, and a lot of people are talking about it, that there's two parties out there. The Democrat Socialists are the ones in control.
Yeah, I think they firmly took control when Biden was in office. I think almost every person he appointed, every person that was brought up through his administration, and all of the people that they allied with in the Senate and Congress, in the House of Representatives, I think all of them were sympathetic to the socialist wing of the party because that's the youth vote. The youth vote is socialist on the left side. And so if they don't appeal to them, if they don't appeal to the Bernie bros, they're in trouble.
And let's, I got another clip here. These are some of the things that the Democrats want. This is why they're shutting down the government, because they want this stuff.
Basically, President Trump just said, we want you to take some stuff out of the budget that we think is wasteful. And we did. And that upset the Congresswoman. She's entitled to be upset if she wants to. But that really upset the socialist wing of the party. And so we took out, and here's what they want us to put back in. We found that under President Biden, they were spending $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. We took that out.
Right.
The Congresswoman says, we're going to shut down government till you put that back in. We found $500,000 of American taxpayer money for electric buses in Rwanda. We found $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti.
Oh, come on.
I'm not making this up. It was in the budget.
4.2. Or 3.6 million, sorry.
Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez in the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party, says we're going to shut down government until you put it back in.
You get the point, right? He goes on and on and on. He even says at the end, I could be here for the next 2 days going through the list of all these crazy things that they want to spend money on that the American people do not care about. You know?
Yeah,
Zambia circumcisions.
This is how we control these countries, though. That's what I think the American public needs to understand, that it isn't really going for the circumcisions. It's going to pay off all the bribes and assets that we have in those countries.
NGOs. Unaccountable for NGOs in those countries that get that money to run psyops under the CIA, orders or whatever. But folks, we are all out of time for the first hour. Come back. We'll talk more about this in hour 2 for sure. We're not going to let this end here. Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after this.
All right. We are on radio break. The big break.
10 minutes, and we have a room change here.
Yeah, we're going to come right back into this one, bring Willie into it. I think Willie's already part of it. Yeah, we got about 2 minutes or so.
Yeah. All righty.
Right.
Yeah.
That spending is crazy.
I love the sombrero thing. I just love that.
Yeah, it's
It has
funny.
been pretty. My favorite one so far is the auto pen one. Is the auto pen with a mustache and a sombrero on. It's glorious.
I like the one too where
I haven't seen it.
Where Schumer's calling up Trump, and he's like, "What's this sombrero thing?" He's like, "Look, Chuck."
Oh, they just don't have humor. They're humorless.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, you know, who says you can't have fun taking the country back?
Well, and you know, they'll like dance on Charlie Kirk's grave and then call this an act of a call to hatred. You know what I mean? A violent,
Right? Yeah.
like call to arms. When they dance on Charlie Kirk's grave.
Is Brent coming in Wednesday?
I can bump. What's his name? Munoz.
No, because I told.
I know he's our too. No, I'm not gonna do that.
I told him on the second hour. That way.
No, I haven't. No, I would never do that. By the way, I have 2 guests back to back, both hours. Got to cover news. But no, I haven't even talked to Brent this month. He was in really late last month, so I just figured I'd give him some space.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because
so I'll probably book him for the week after.
Because I was thinking Brett was coming in, so you know, when Angel asked, I'm like, oh, since we haven't had Brent yet, I told him the second hour.
Oh, then if we want to move Angel to the first hour, that's cool too.
You know,
just to follow the normal enough.
I don't know
if he's flexible.
If he can do that. You know, I just he just messaged me today. We still want it for Wednesday. I'm like, yeah. And I was thinking, I looked, I'm like, oh, we haven't had Brent yet, so we have to have him in the second hour. So if you want to cover news, you'll probably need to cover news on the first part.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then, you know, just kind of reverse it.
Yeah, let's do it upside down.
Yeah. For scheduling, you know, for scheduling. It happens sometimes, not often.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. If executed properly, no one will even notice.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and close this room and reopen it.
See you there.
All right. All right. End that meeting and start a new one. And we will be right back with more Censorship Sucks on hour 2, and we should have Willie, but Willie leave.
Hello?
There you are.
I was just calling to tell you about your extended warranty on your car.
Oh.
Do not redeem it.
Would you like to extend it now, sir? Very cheap.
Oh man, that have you seen that meme going around? It's the 2 Indian guys yelling at each other, and it's just bloody you. It's like bloody you, no bloody you.
Come on, Willie. There you are, buddy. All right.
I have not seen that.
He is in now.
Hi. First and foremost, the wheelie cannot be interrupted. Y'all do too much of daggum interrupting. The wheelie has brain damage. Willie only has half a brain. And I got pictures to prove it. And Willie does a show. And whenever y'all continuously interrupt the Willie, then that's like heckling and interrupting an artiste. Willie is an artiste.
Okay, man. First of all, there's no way you have a half a brain. There's no way.
Hey, what happened to that other fella, man? And I hope he'd be here tonight. How y'all doing tonight? Come on.
David Hogg was in here earlier.
Was he?
Yeah.
You missed him.
Yeah, I talked to him. He ain't doing real good lately, from what I understand.
Well, to quote him, he said, I used to have bad days. Now I have. Well, I used to have good days. Now I have good moments. Which sucks,
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, no, seriously.
David is a very, very good friend in my book.
I love that man. He's a good old boy.
Wait, you love that man?
Yeah.
Gay!
Don't try to make something out of it that it ain't.
Hey, Willie, you know,
Well,
are you going to that
I've never
naked
uttered
bike
those
race? Are you going to that naked bike race by chance?
Oh, in Portland. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, hey, that whole deal up there, he went to the naked bike race up there in Philadelphia, and he might be going up to Portland.
And dangerous.
And keep talking about how it's like a really quick drive. It's not that big a drive.
It ought not be. It's about 30 minutes down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, as long as you don't hit no traffic.
Portland
Florida.
is exactly kitty corner across the United States from you. It's the farthest you can drive without leaving the country.
Yeah, far Texas, right?
Yeah, I used to haul out to Oregon, Dallas, Oregon. I used to haul blueberries out there from Michigan out to Dallas, Oregon. Used to go through Portland all the time. Yeah.
Interesting.
I know exactly where it is. Yeah, it's right up there off of I-84, up there by the gorge.
Did you have to go over Mount Hood, that pass there?
No, Mount Hood. I'm not from. I'm at a loss for exactly where Mount Hood is.
It's north of Portland?
Yeah, Mount Hood is in Washington State, I believe.
It's north. It's northeast of Portland. So you 84 goes on the other side of it. So you don't go. If you go out 15, you go to Mount Hood, I believe.
Yeah. And government camp.
Oh, yeah, that's right down the road from me. That's about 40 minutes down the road from me.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a really cool spot, man. You can ski there year round.
Yeah, if you go all the way up to the top, yeah.
And it's pretty good skiing up there. It's not bad.
No,
Yeah,
it is
on Oregon.
It's pretty country out there.
I was out there and I got to ski down the line, the moguls that the Olympic people were up there training for, right? And I'd be going through there, and the coach would just yell up a couple things at me. He'd be at the bottom and be like, "Hey, man, who are you? What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'm just skiing bumps." He's like, "All right, well, at least stand up, keep your back straight, and do this and that, and plant the poles here." And I'm like, "Okay, sir," and I go and do exactly what he said, and repeat, and I got really good in a couple days doing that.
Yeah.
Oregon's tallest mountain, Mount Hood. Elevation 11,250 feet. Have you heard about those guys on Mount Everest getting stranded?
Again?
Yeah, it was like 1,000 of them, and now it's into the hundreds.
Now 1,000?
Really?
How many died on the way down or up? Anyways,
I don't know.
30 seconds, Willie.
Camp?
All right.
One of the base camps or something?
Yeah, something.
I know somebody just skied Everest for the first time this last week or two.
I don't
Did they do one of those helicopter drops on it?
I would hope so. There's no way you could, hike all your equipment up there and then ski down.
Well, I would think
Look out, Cap Sergeant kids. Here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for October 5th, 2025. And with me tonight, I have a very special guest. Change of format tonight. We've got Willie.
Yeah.
Willie, you there?
I'm here, man. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? Come on.
Good. Well, I interrupted you last week, and you went off the handle and just left. So what's up with that?
No, man, that was that big old mouth producer you got, man. Hey, I kept trying to talk. he can't want to what they call interject, man. Hey, I got it right here. I pulled up the contract, line 33. Hey, this was wrote by Saul Good. Saul Good wrote up this contract, and line 33 of the contract says no interrupting Willie because he only gets 20 minutes on the show. Hey, that went down, man. It was supposed to be 30 minutes. Hey, y'all messing around with Willie. Hey, y'all cutting his time, man. Hey, we got
Yeah.
stuff going on. Hey, look at here. Hey, Doc 69. Where that Doc
What's up,
69?
Willie?
Hey, man. Look at here. I love talking to you, man. Hey, cause you done replaced Bullhorn Barry, man. You the smart one. You the one that keeps everybody in line, man. Hey, here's what I wanted. Hey, look at here. I know. I'm always asking you for money and stuff, man, because I got stuff, going on and all that stuff. Hey, and we can never come to know. For all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, my name is Willie Lee. I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina, man. Hey, but I'm broke. I got endeavors. I'm rich, but it's all good as
How are you broke, Willie?
Yeah,
You got Bitcoin mines that have been running since like the 80s.
Hey, that scoundrel, man, Saul Good. Saul Good coming to the picture, and I stay broke all the time.
You gotta watch out for
rich.
lawyers. You gotta watch out for them.
Saul's got the money. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he gets all the money, all my revenues and stuff, man. Hey, but no, what I want to talk to Doc 69 about. Look at hey Doc. Hey, I got the inside, man. Hey, there's such a thing. It's called a certain kind of resonance, man. It's where you can identify with other beings and stuff like that. It's kind of like-minded, man. Hey, it's a behavior. It's called morphic fields, man. Hey, this
Morphic
was
field resonance.
Yeah, hey, the guy's name is Rupert Sheldrake. Hey, Rupert Sheldrake is the guy's name. Hey, you know exactly what I'm talking about then, man. Hey, and I got contacts with Rupert Sheldrake. He got kids. He named one of them Cosmo and the other one Merlin. Hey, I ain't lying, man.
Those are good names. I like those names.
Cosmo and Merlin. Hey, no, but he put forth this idea about habitual nature and stuff, man, and it's like instead of following unchangeable physical laws, it's got to do with nature and being habitual. And I got contact with the aliens, man. Hey, that Atlas, 3-eye Atlas. Hey, y'all studied up on it? Hey, I ain't lying. Hey, if you don't believe me, just ask me.
Are you talking about the space rock?
Yeah, man. Hey, this thing is not a rock, though, man. They've been watching it. Yeah, no, it ain't no rock. No, man. Hey, they've been watching it, man. It's got propulsion systems, and it shined a light at Earth, and I've been watching it. And what I'm doing, this is where you come in, Doc 69.
All right, lay it on me. Let's go.
Yeah, hey, look at here. All I need is $5.22. That's all it costs, man. And for $5.22, I can buy, and it's $1.99 shipping and handling. So you might have to cover that too, because I'm broke, man. I'm telling you, it's all good.
I want to see you do the math. Do the math on what the total is there.
Yeah, let's see.
In your head, do it right now in your head.
It's $10.33.
$5.22 plus $1.99. Go ahead, do it in your head.
Man, I can't do it in my head, man. I gotta write it down.
$7.21, dummy. $7.21. So that's what you're in for, and there's probably more hidden fees too, Doc.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
I wouldn't doubt it. I've done the roaches didn't work out so well. I'm just saying my boat got blowed up.
Yeah, no, hey, that's Aunt Mama Lou, man. I still ain't seen Aunt Mama Lou. She done got a case of the gut going. I think she got blowed up. She was running cockroach.
Wait, you're gonna blame that on Aunt Mama Lou? That was all you, Willie.
Hey, but no, y'all sidetracking me, man. Y'all sidetracking me. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all sidetracking me. Oh, here's what I want.
Hey, Willie, what time is it in Florida?
I need $8.99. I think is the total, man, for a roll of tickets because I'm selling tickets to the spaceship whenever it lands, man. Hey, folks needs to line up if they want to ride off of this planet. Because I'm telling you, man, hey, things that's going on this planet is crazy, man. Hey, Donald Trump, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, y'all love Donald Trump. Hey, but Donald Trump done lost his mind. I watched him. He called up a bunch of generals and command sergeant majors
I saw
and all
that.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 800 of them. And he give them a speech talking about y'all too fat. He said y'all gonna have to do PT once or twice a week, and y'all gonna have to pass a physical, and y'all gonna have to do that. Hey, then he messed up. He said y'all gonna have to get rid of all the beardos. Man, that was an insult. Hey, cause I ain't gonna lie. Hey, cause y'all know I went to top secret spy school, man. Hey, and I know a lot about these undercover operations and stuff, man. They got a bunch of special forces folks, man, that wears beards, and there's a reason for it, man, because they all undercover and stuff. They in Afghanistan and Iraq and all these other places, and some of them is pretending. Yeah. What do you call it?
Tajikistan?
Yeah, what you said, man.
Tajikistan.
Yeah. No, hey, he done got on the military's bad side, man. And what he's doing right now, he's trying to send troops to Oregon in a court. No, I ain't like. Hey, he told them generals. He said,
no,
look,
I'm laughing because we were just talking about that. My Doc is from around Portland.
Yeah. Well, hey, look at him. He told them generals and stuff. He said, we gonna use American cities as training grounds. Man, hey, I'm telling y'all, that is impeachable offenses, man. And he said,
I want Antifa makes good target practice. I'm just saying.
No, hey, but hey, it gets worse.
Hey, that's not nice.
Hey, it gets worse, man. It gets worse.
They can use pepper balls.
I've been studying this, man. I've been contemplating on it, and I've been looking at it left and right and upside down, man. How did I stood up? I stood upside down on my head reading it. All the blood and everything rushed to my head. No, hey, he said, well, I'm going to send troops to Oregon, man, National Guard troops to Oregon. The court said, you cannot send troops to Oregon. He said, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send National Guard troops out of California to Oregon. Because the court told him he couldn't federalize the Oregon troops, the Oregon National Guard, man. Hey, look at him. This goes against, I ain't lying, hey, it goes against the Posse Comitatus Act. Posse Comitatus Act. That says that the American military, and they've done it before in the past. Trump ain't the only one that's doing it. Where you cannot use American troops against the American people, man. Hey, but he's doing it left and right.
Well,
and
communist even people? Like, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Willie, Doc here, I'm telling you, and I can hear him, his brain going, what is this guy talking about? What if the government, the local government fails? It fails to do anything.
Yeah, no. Hey, that's what they said about the Nazis. They asked this guy, he was in the war, and he says, how many people have you killed? He said, none. He said, but I killed about 1,000 Nazis. Hey, these people are people, man. No, hey, it gets bad. It gets worse. Hey, did y'all?
Well, you got Doc here. Let him talk, man.
No. Okay. Hey, go ahead, talk, Doc.
I'm just saying, communists aren't people. So I'm just saying that's my only thought on the subject.
Hey, I get it, man. I do. I get it. I understand exactly what you're saying, man. Hey, but what it does though is it's still violating people's rights, man. Hey, it gets worse though. Homeland Security. Hold on, man. Hold on. Hey, Homeland Security. Kirsty Nome. She's like the president of the Homeland Security.
And also a hottie.
Yeah, she pretty. Hey, she ain't pretty as Sidney Powell, though, man. Hey, she ain't pretty as Greta Thunberg, neither. Greta Thunberg. She pretty, I'm telling you. Hey, Greta Thunberg don't even put on some weight, man. She looks hot. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that's something else I want to talk about.
They eat all
that
flotilla food.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Hey, I knew that's right. She ate all the food on the boat. No, y'all sidetracking me though, man. I doggity doggone. I'm telling y'all. Hey, Kirsty Nome, she said she went up to the police station there in Chicago. She said, I want to use the bathroom. And they said, no.
It was a town hall.
Huh? What?
It was a town hall, not a police station. But yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't say you can't use the bathroom.
She had to go to the Arby's down the street.
Yeah, no. Hey, she didn't even do that, man. Hey, what she done? She said, all right, boys, let's pack up. Let's go down to the Walmart. And they raided the Walmart. Hey, this is a true story. I ain't making this up, man.
But okay, wait. I just first of all want to say that there's, to say that communists aren't people, okay, let's bring down the rhetoric on our side.
Okay.
Okay, because
people.
there are communists who are people, but when you're a communist trying to spread that doctrine inside the United States, then yeah, you're an active combatant, I would say, right?
It seems like it. On the ground here, it seems
So,
like it.
Yeah, you're a person. But now, also, I want to bring up that the National Guard can be used to go into the United States and clear situations that are much too dangerous for the police to deal with.
Yeah,
right? They're allowed to do those types of things.
Yeah, no, but the law, man, the law says only by governor's request. And and the governor ain't requested it, man. Hey, I done studiorized it. Hey, they can go in.
Yeah.
But the governor has to request it.
Which is why Newsom is suing Trump.
Yeah,
That's why our governor is suing Trump as well.
Yeah. Hey, that's the key to it, man. Hey, but y'all getting me all sidetracked again. Look at him. Hey,
I just wanted to clear up. See, you come in here like a tornado and throw all this stuff out in the air, and I got to clean it up behind you. You know that, right? So go ahead, make a mess. Go ahead, make a mess.
Hey, I ain't got but 10 minutes. Hey, but then she went to Walmart so she could use the bathroom. And while she's using the bathroom, they took that time to raid the place, man. They did. They had people zip tied in the parking lot. Hey, but it's worse, man. No, here's the bad thing. Hey, here's the bad thing.
I remember that. Yeah. I saw that clip. Yes.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Hey, what about this clip, man? Did you see the clip where they sent Black Hawk helicopters in over Chicago and they landed on the roof of this apartment building and they rappelled down the side of the building and crashed in people's window? That's big news, man. They done it, man. No,
Doc,
they rappelled down the side of a building and they kicked everybody out of their apartments in the middle of the night, man, and ransacked the whole apartment building and kicked people
like a
out on the street.
In downtown, or
yeah,
like
man.
You sure that wasn't China? That sounds like China.
I ain't making this up.
Yeah,
man.
Doc, you haven't seen this either, right?
No, I didn't see that one. But I mean, Chicago is full of illegals, so I'm just saying.
I mean, it's possible. That sounds wild.
No, it happened, man. Y'all Googleize it. Hey, y'all can Googleize it right now, man. Hey, because it happened. Hey, and they arrested a whole bunch of people and everything, and they got people out of their houses at like 3 o'clock in the morning or something, man. Hey, and you talk about a violation of rights, man. That's what I'm talking about, where Donald Trump has lost his mind. And that Kirsty Nome, she's like the head of. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I seen other videos where he jackboots, man. Hey, you might not want me on the show no more, and you might get kicked off or whatever for.
Well, all right, yeah. What are you gonna do? What do you want to tear up tonight? You're like a tornado. You got 5 minutes left, by the way. And really, I want you to, if you need to take a moment to just kind of put your thoughts down a little bit to really maximize the next 5 minutes. Now's a good time to do that. In other words, you got 4.5 minutes left, so I want you to really use them to your advantage. Okay? Are you with me, buddy?
I know.
Are you psyched up?
See,
Are
now
you pumped up?
that-
Are you psyched up? Are you ready to use the next 4 minutes to
See
your
what you're
advantage?
what you're doing right now. That is funny. That's hilarious. Hey, because that's what you call an inside joke between me and you. That's funny. You trying to run me off the radio? Hey, look at here. I want y'all to write this down. Hey, 2 important things, man. Write down. Y'all got a piece of paper, man, and a pencil, man.
I do
Write
not, and I'm
down.
not going to get one.
Y'all, no,
That's
hey,
way
y'all
across
need
the
to
room.
Y'all need
I'd
to
have to get off my
Googleize
couch and
this.
go, grab
Hey,
a pen and paper.
everybody out there,
It's too
radio
inconvenient,
land.
Willie.
Hey,
Everybody out there,
don't
radio
worry,
land.
don't worry. The show
No.
is recorded and it will
Yeah.
be played back.
Yeah, hey, NSPM-7. Y'all Googleize that, man. NSPM-7. I
What in
ain't
the
even
world
gonna
is
tell
that?
you. I ain't even gonna tell you what it is, man. Hey, but it
No.
is
All
highly.
right.
It is highly interesting. NSPM-7. Hey,
God.
and for all
And I'm not
y'all,
even going to look that up.
Presidential Memorandum 7.
yeah, that's it, man. Hey, y'all
Okay.
Googleize it.
What's it about, Doc?
Hey, no, hey, hold on, man. I got stuff I
Go,
want to
go.
tell
I'm
y'all.
waiting for you, Willie. I'm waiting for you. Go.
Hey, y'all killing me. No, hey, I want to tell y'all about Aunt Mama Lou too, man.
No.
Is she a domestic
No.
terrorist? Is
No,
that
you
how
can't talk about her when she is not here tonight, Willie.
No.
We can't bring her in, so you cannot be talking about her behind her back, saying all kinds of nasty stuff. I will not allow it on my show. If you have something nice to say, go ahead and say it. Otherwise, you keep your lips shut.
Yeah, no, man. Hey, that's what I was trying to tell y'all last week, man. Hey, I was before that fat mouth producer. He kept interrupting me. I'll tell my Aunt Mama Lou's sisters, man. Hey, one of them called Fatback and Chicken Feet and Chitlin. I said 3 names. They come over.
What about Methany? What about Methany?
Yeah. They wanted me to help get Methany out of jail. Her real name Bethany. We call her Methany. She a crackhead. No, that's all. Aunt Mama Lou got 23 sisters, man. Hey, but they wanted me to help get Methany out of jail. I told them I wasn't going to, man. Hey, so they slashed the tires on my Gremlin because my Pinto was down, but I got a Gremlin. And they know a fella named Bert. He set fire to my barn that had the Gremlin in it, but I got the Gremlin fixed up now, man. Hey, I miss that guy, Bert. Hey, anyway, but I need to pull my Pinto. It's in the glory hole, man. And for all y'all out there that don't know, I got glory holes around my property, man. Hey, I fill these
What
holes
are you,
up.
Jerry Jones now?
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
no,
Well, you have no
hey,
idea how that sounds to people who don't know you.
Yeah, but no, hey, I fill them up with water, and them college kids, they come up. I told y'all this time and time again, them college kids come up,
Yeah.
and they jump off the top of the outbuildings, and they holler, glory, oh, hey, no, but hey, Doc,
I think you and Jerry Jones have similar background stories.
no, hey, Doc, look at him,
Yes,
man.
I'm listening,
Hey,
Willie. Go.
hey, I need to get up with you, though, man. Hey, look at him. I want to start
Well, you're coming out to the naked bike ride, aren't you? So, I mean, we can meet up when you come out here.
Yeah, hey, that's the naked bike ride up there in Portland, man. And I need to get me a bicycle, but I also need something else from you, man.
Well, you got a minute
what's
left. Go ahead
The
and tell
naked,
us.
hey, for all y'all out there want to see Willie in person, man, I'll be riding my bicycle naked at the Naked Bike Ride in Portland, Oregon, man. Hey, I did it up in Philadelphia one year, and I placed number 25. But now look at him. I want to start me a motorcycle club, man. Hey, and I want to call it Willie's Angels Motorcycle Club. Willie's Angels. Hey, but I need you. Hey, Doc, I need you to help me buy a motorcycle. Look at here. Willie's Angels Motorcycle Club. Hey, we're gonna have memberships, and we're gonna have patches on our jackets and stuff like that, man. Hey, and we're gonna be
Is it going to be a naked motorcycle club?
No, we're gonna be bona fide. Hey, here's something
That
else.
doesn't sound like something I'm
All right.
Hey,
We are all out of time,
No,
unfortunately,
we
for
got
Willie's segment.
another minute. I'm looking at the
No,
clock.
we've got about 10 seconds. 8,
Yeah, 10
7,
seconds.
6.
Y'all
You get where we're going.
now.
Folks,
Hey,
this is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after this break with
Flat
actual news.
Earth, man. Hey, look at here.
You got it in. You got the flat Earth.
No, hey, here.
Oh,
Doc,
my
don't you
God.
love the energy?
I do. I saw a flat Earth map today, Willie, and I was very impressed with it. It's the lands outside the ice wall that control our world.
That's right, man. That's what people don't
no.
get. That's what people don't get. It ain't flat. It's just great bigger than what we thought it was, or what we're told it is, man.
Yeah.
It's still a great big ball. It's still a great big circle, man. Hey, but we only occupy just a small little tiny section on it, like a black dot on a soccer ball.
They keep like an ant farm.
Yeah. Hey, that's exactly. Hey, we're an ant farm. Hey, now here's what I want y'all to do though. Hey, Googleize Nauru, Nauru. Hey, this is the Republic of Nauru, formerly known as Pleasant Island. Man, it is an island country in the Pacific Ocean. And tell me why we have a prison on the island of Nauru.
For bad guys?
Bad Naurus.
Yeah, but this is offshore of Australia, man. We got a prison on the island of Nauru. It's its own.
You know, really,
nation
prisons
state.
are really great investments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I mean, it's just a solid moneymaker, right? Year after year.
There's always
So yeah,
always.
you know,
Yeah,
good
but-
real estate, the whole 9 yards. I would say, yeah, go for it. Invest in that, prison in Naue.
Yeah. Hey, they're sending.
I would also
$157 million
invest into a
year.
prison in Antarctica. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
I
Hey,
want to repurpose an Appalachian coal mine for a prison.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
you know what? That's a good idea, actually.
I used to have one in
Thinking
the,
outside the box.
we used to have one in the family, but it's out of coal and they filled it in already. But had you got
Yeah,
with
see
me
that- we
about
need
30
one that's
years
out of
ago,
coal.
we could have made a deal.
Yeah,
You know what you need in that prison too is like there's a back gate and they're like, yeah, if you want to go, just sign out here and you can go that way. Just have at it. You might actually make it out.
Maybe. We'll see.
Keep going left, I hear. If you keep going left, you might, or maybe right. Keep going right.
Yeah, one of those two.
You might just walk out of here in an hour, or you could die a horrible death.
I would just love the ability to turn all the lights off for nighttime for them, and then live stream their freakouts to pay for it. That would be great.
No, if you put one in Antarctica, all the cellmates could have, those translucent roofs, So you have,
Yep.
6 months of sun, 6 months of darkness, Take your
Yeah, and
pick.
that tends to
Translucent
turn
roofs.
people a little strange. That
Yeah.
does, especially people that aren't used to it.
So
Yeah, that'd
never
be-
did get around to Greta Thunberg and how she's locked up by the Israelis and she's complaining
Bring him
about.
back, bring him
Yeah,
back. We got about a minute and a half to
You know, all
go.
that stuff.
She ain't getting enough food and water. Welcome to prison, dumbass.
And they said those flotillas basically had no food on them at all, and they were owned and funded by like Hamas adjacent, people. So it's like it was all
yeah,
PR. It was
course
all
it was.
PR.
Yeah,
Straight
the whole thing is crazy.
That's all she does is PR. She's just one big PR stunt after another.
Hey, y'all
But that
look
was
it up.
so
though.
blatantly. Go ahead,
Military style ice raid in Chicago. Y'all need to look that up.
I did take a look at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
you saw it?
ridiculous, man.
Is it legit?
busting
yeah.
doors in at 1 a.m.
No, it was, rappelling down the side of the
30
building,
seconds.
going into
Yeah.
the glass.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that part, but I did see
Like-
that they were
Yeah,
busting
they
in
did.
doors. Yeah, the
Like
Oh,
whole-
Tom
I love you
Cruise,
guys, man. Y'all look
Love you
at it.
too, Willie.
All right, later.
All right,
David
take
Hart
care.
might
See you next
Come in
Sunday.
later. I don't know.
Or Wednesday with Nancy. And here comes your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live and back on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Oh, man, I got Doc with me tonight. Doc, summer's kind of over, isn't it?
Oh, it's definitely over up here. We hit full fall. We skipped right over like the midsummer fall transition, went straight to fall here.
Yeah, it got kind of windy. We had a big windstorm, and then it got really beautiful. And now it's just for the last day or two, it's just been like perfect. But yeah, I feel it in the air. It's coming. Fall's here, folks.
Yeah,
get
smelled
ready.
Snow
Winter.
for the first time yesterday or 2 days ago. Up in we had a rainstorm come through, but you can smell it snowing in the mountains.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw some of my local peaks covered with a dusting a couple days ago, or a week ago, maybe now. But anyway, it is what it is. Times they are changing, folks. Let's dive into some news. P. Diddy sentenced to 50 months in jail. Or, I'm sorry, prison. 50 months in prison. And did you see the artist rendition of him, like, crying on his chair?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, are you surprised that he's such a weak little man? I'm not. I mean, some of the behaviors that he showed in that trial, and some of the behaviors that he was accused of doing, I'm not surprised he was such a little B word about it.
Drama queen.
Yeah, drama queen. Yeah, that would work.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to imagine his world is just one big drama.
Yeah.
Once you get in his, you're just part of this, I don't know, theater he's putting on to entertain himself.
Yeah, constant theater. Yeah.
Because you can buy and sell people at that level. You know what I mean? Once you got $1 billion net worth, you can.
Yeah. It's like the guy. I don't know if you heard about this story, but it's the guy who was a Soros fund manager who got arrested for a bunch of, imprisoning a bunch of prostitutes and doing terrible things to them. Like once you get to that level, you can kind of do whatever you want. You have enough money to pay people to do all kinds of terrible things for you, and it becomes an addiction. I've heard it from many really powerful people.
Yeah, it's a scary thing, isn't it? It's there's almost two sides of the dichotomy. I mean, there's a lot of very, very good, incredibly wealthy people that give back and literally give back with their bare hands, kind of thing. And there's others who just turn to the dark side.
Yeah, the duality of man, right? I mean, it travels all castes, all classes, and all races and creeds. You got evil within every population, and it's. I'm just glad that they got him on something, because he's been at this for years. And if you're a hip hop fan, like I grew up a hip hop fan, he's responsible for taking out both Tupac and Biggie. He was involved in both of those incidents. And so to see him finally go down for the hip hop world anyway is a big thing, because it's kind of been a well-known dirty secret that Diddy has been kind of a terrible human for a long time.
Wow, I actually am not someone who follows the hip hop world in any way, shape, or form. So what you just said kind of blew my mind.
Oh yeah.
I'd never heard that before. But
yeah, he's kind of connected. So a lot of people don't know this. The CIA had a heavy hand in picking allegedly, at least crafting certain narratives within the industry, music industries, particularly going back and starting in the late 60s, early 70s. Anyway, they got involved, and there's a manager that gave Diddy his start, who is kind of got this, reputation as being that guy. And he was kind of given the keys to the kingdom after Tupac and Biggie were taken out. So it's always been kind of suspected that he had some involvement in some way, either benefiting secondhand or helping set at least one of them up.
Wow. So I did not know about that. But anyway, it just adds to what's going on here. The prosecution was looking for 135 months instead of the 50 he got. So more than double the 4-year, 2-month sentence. Now, time served, is that going to be part of this? Because he's been in there for what, a year now, right?
I can't. It's been something close. It's got to be several months short, but I think it's close to a year. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to give him time served or not. They usually do for these cases.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I would
it's
demand
common
it.
practice. Yeah.
I would think any lawyer worth his salt would go. Like, what do you mean? He's already been in for a year. You gave him
Yeah,
sentenced him 50,
yeah.
done 12. Yeah. And if you're not going to give him bail, then so now if he's done a fourth of his sentence already, and goes in there for a few months more, right?
Yep.
He could be up for parole very quick. Because typically you serve half your time and you're out. So it sounds like a long sentence, but it's probably at the very most, a 1 year sentence.
Well, yeah. Some of the rumor mill going around is that the judge in the case overruled the standard procedure for assigning the amount of time, and gave him a much lighter sentence than what was generally expected. So I think this was probably more of a warning shot for him. I tend to think he's part of that whole blackmail network, very much like Epstein. But I think he got a little bit out over his skis, and they were like, no, you can't be going back against us. And I think he got a slap on the wrist for it. But I mean, that's speculation on my part, of course.
And there's stuff you just need a private island to be getting away with. You can't be doing it in the suburbs of LA or whatever.
Yeah, or in Las Vegas hotel rooms where there's 37 million cameras.
Yeah, it's probably frowned on, by the NWO.
Yeah,
but hey, you're in it deep, so whatever, roll with it, right? So let's talk about Netflix.
That red light is on. You're not recording this, are you? No, the light is steady. A flashing light means you are.
After Elon Musk calls for their boycott after seeing trans kids in very young programming on Netflix, pushing the trans agenda into young kids on a platform that you pay for to be a babysitter for your kid. The random stuff's going to pop up eventually, and they're going to see it if you just leave them in front of it all day, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
If you're not monitoring what your kids are watching, then boom, this is what they're watching. And Elon Musk has a trans kid. He talked about dead naming, the term dead naming. He's like, yeah, my boy's name that I gave him is a dead name. That person is dead. They're gone. And, he's estranged, I guess, from his kid, but
yeah.
This kid still probably gets crazy, stupid checks every week that he cashes, as quick as he can.
Oh, I'm sure. It's probably one of the most heartbreaking things about the way Elon lives his life is that his youngest kids are getting a little bit better of his attention, but his older kids, especially his first three, they had a rough experience with him, and that's what happened. And it actually formed, I think it's really changed Elon, having to deal with how his ex-wife basically took this kid and trans them as a way to hurt Elon. And it's such a terrible thing. But he's also got a bunch of younger kids. So, I mean, there are some people out there saying he did this for nefarious reasons to hurt stock price, or, it was some kind of thing. I think it's just him being a father and using the leverage he has. But, I mean, Netflix has been terrible for a long time. If you're letting your kids watch Netflix without supervision, I'm kind of worried about you as a parent, to be honest.
And I would almost add Disney to that as well.
Oh, of course. Yes, absolutely. 100%.
I mean, which is a shocking thing to say after the 50 years experience I have with Disney, to all of a sudden in this day and age be like, hey man, don't let your kids just watch Disney without somebody looking over them, like what they're seeing.
Yeah. I mean, it's
crazy.
If you're going to have media for your kids, like I suggest DVDs and VHS tapes that exactly are what on them. That's what I recommend. Mm-hmm. Hard media, because I've experienced some things covering some stuff like the cults that form online. I'm kind of adjacent to some people that are very deep in it, and the things that are on the internet and streaming available for children to watch if they're unsupervised is horrendous, and we just can't be that silly anymore as a population with our children. We have to take much more care to what they imbibe when we're not watching.
And it's funny too, because like the generation that are having kids now, pretty much grew up with the internet, so they know how bad it is, and yet they're just like, have at it, like
it's very weird to me. Very weird.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be the first ones to be like, "Whoa, slow down! You can't go to that website."
Yeah, I didn't give my kid. I would not let my kids have a cell phone until they could afford to pay for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to do it, because at least then they're responsible enough to pay for it, so they at least have some discernment ability in their head. If you're giving a 12-year-old an iPad with internet access, universal, and no parental guidance, they're going to end up in places that you don't want them to be. It's just going to happen.
And okay, so I've got two stories to bring up next, right? And I don't even know which one to go with first, but the state of Arizona just required proof of identification to be able to view porn sites.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other one is that the UK is actually putting in place a digital ID that will be required to even get a job.
Yep.
Yikes, right? Look at these two censorship stories that are going on. To even look at a porn site in Arizona, what, you got to upload your ID or something?
Or pretty much KYC, know your customer. Yep. Got to submit your driver's license with your picture.
It's crazy. So what that's going to do is it's going to drive people to untested sites, to more shady stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it'll also lead to an increase in uses of technology that subvert these safeguards.
VPNs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is basically it's like if I was a VPN company and I was doing lobbying for my state or my federal government or whatever, this is what I would insist on.
Oh, I'm certain they're on board with it. I'm certain.
Yeah. If they, if I give them a bunch of money and said, "What's your dream, law that we could pass for you, buddy? What, you put me in office more or less. What can I do for you now?" He said, "Well, make it so you got to log in with ID to, any porn site. And my VPN company will just advertise the living crap out of, your state, Arizona in this case, and off you go." Right? It's money, money, money all day long. You're getting money. Every teenage kid in that state is going to buy a VPN immediately.
Yep. And it doesn't actually solve the problem. It doesn't actually address what we have going on, which is a complete failure of parenting. We have a society that has kind of offloaded a lot of the parenting duties to a TV screen or a computer screen, and that is not a positive thing. That's what needs to be fixed, not how you access the internet.
Okay, so the digital ID in the UK, go.
Well, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. I mean, you're going to have to get a digital ID to get a job. Now, they're going to sell it on the back of the immigration thing, right?
All right, what is a digital ID?
Well, it's essentially take your driver's license, your medical records, your social, your economic credit score, and all of your important information, and combine it into one digital footprint online. That every time you sign into a site, or you go online, or you go get a job, they scan your QR code that's directly linked to all of your information.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous. That sounds very safe.
Except for the database is owned by the government, who has not only historically abused that power, but not been able to protect it very well from people who wanted to steal it.
Well, this has to be precedented, though, in history, right? Like even the British wrote a lot of stuff down, right?
Yeah, they did. They did. I don't think there was anything about digital IDs, though. Unfortunately, it's craziness to me that the country that spawned America is now turning into Soviet Russia. It's insane to me.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
that's their plan
it is
for us, I
incredible,
think.
isn't it? Yeah. I mean, this is the thing that they're just going to start forcing on everybody so that you can log into any, like, you know, an X-rated site. Even look at it. You got to be in the system. You want a job? You got to be in the system. You want to buy food? You want to own money to be able to even get, you know, paid from your job and spend that money? Digital ID. Digital ID for banking, digital ID for everything. Know your customer, like you said, man. But to a degree that is just shocking. And what, there were a petition that had, what, close to 3 million signatures on it? Saying
Last
we
I
don't
checked,
want this.
2.7. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. We don't want this. And yet their reply was basically, guess what? You're going to get it.
Yep.
And that is why the Tories, Labour, all of the main parties in the UK that have been there for eons are disintegrating in front of our eyes. And I bring up, you know, the UK a lot because it's really just a bellwether for what's going on in the world. It's rapidly falling. They had their Brexit vote, that historic Brexit vote, and they won. They kept their sovereignty. And yet now, it's like they looked at that and they said, okay, you know what? This is actually a good thing. You're not part of the EU anymore. So now our government, our own government, can just drive you down that hole even faster than the EU is, you know, going to go. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. It seemed to work out that way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. What do you say, Doc?
Well, I hope that the British people are smart enough and well informed enough that they are able to subvert and fight this off, but I don't know if they're going to be successful. I'm very worried for England. Some of the people in England, specifically some of the guys working with Tommy and the Lotus Eaters gentlemen, they're really working their butt off to have a political solution. But if they get this digital ID thing in place and get it up and running before the elections happen, I have no doubt that the elections will have little impact. Once these digital IDs are in place, you have China-style social credit score instantaneously available to you, and you can start locking people out of life if they don't act the way you want to. And that's terrifying to me. And that's why that's why I got into crypto, to be honest with you. When I learned about digital IDs and Agenda 2030 and all this stuff, it really got me into the cryptocurrency space because I realized you need something outside of their control or they're going to force this on us.
Wow. Yeah. And bringing up China is such a great example because, man, this has been out there. We've seen it in action for like a decade now, you know, where if you don't have the QR code, you just, you know, you can't pass. Boom. You want to take a subway. Well, maybe that right can be taken away from you because of a joke you made or a meme you posted. And now you've got to, walk across town? You know,
in China, it's to the next city because it's a light rail that goes 500 miles an hour that gets you there in 15 minutes, but it's a 400-mile away city.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, they do terrible things to people over there when they get locked out of the social credit score system.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Can't shop, can't go home, can't go to work, can't get a ride, can't rent a bike. You can't do anything.
Well, and it's all those things in like certain orders too, right? Like, first of all, they take away your right to, you know, use the light rail.
Yeah.
Or the high speeds first, then light rail, let's say. And then, so you go rent the bike and you're like, damn, now I got to ride a bike. And then you make another bad joke. And then boom, next day you can't rent the bike. You know, so it just keeps escalating and escalating. And they debanked Donald Trump in the United States after he was a sitting president. Think about that. Major U.S. banks were ordered by the federal government, by the Biden administration, to not do business with Donald Trump, and they adhered to it. They did it. You know what I'm talking about, Doc?
Oh yeah, it was lots of companies. It wasn't just Donald Trump. Anybody who stuck out during that period got their wings clipped. The Canadian truckers, same thing happened to them.
Yeah, it's all the way from the top to the bottom. They will attack everybody. And like we were talking about before, man, it's on the left. They're from Comey all the way down to Antifa. They're all the same thing with the media, much of the mainstream media on their side.
Yep.
Which just tells you, it's all one big apparatus, one big RICO organization, really, that stood to overthrow the presidency of the United States and Donald Trump.
I read a great article from Zero Hedge about this, one of their contributors. And he was writing how the globalist agenda and the leftist have fused into this one evil glob. And that's really what has happened. They've taken all of these leftist ideas and wrapped them up in this globalism. And they want to impart it on the entire world by force. And it's pretty scary. The digital idea is a huge component of it.
Man, yeah, I read that article as well. It was fantastic. It was quite long too, and it really just kept throwing good stuff at you. I'll tell you, he's right when he talks about all this stuff and what's going on in the world, because we can see this organization every way up and down, fighting against the government. The federal Donald Trump, MAGA, everything it represents, they hate, and they will do whatever they need to. And that's why, man, we were talking about this before. It's the destruction of these old school parties that's happening in England, and it's going to happen here in the United States. Mark my words, the Democratic Party is going to fall apart. A new party will rise up in its place. I could see the Republican Party doing the same thing, and a MAGA.
It's very much in that. It's very much in that direction. Yeah, absolutely.
It just needs to happen. We need a cleansing. This town needs an enema.
Very much so. I have to agree with the Joker on that one. Especially DC. We need to clean out Congress. We need to clean out the Senate. We need to clean out the deep state. The people that have been there forever, that have put into these bureaucratic jobs. We need to clean all of that out. Hopefully, we can draw this shutdown out for a while, and Trump can use it to get rid of some of these people. I think if he goes back past 30 days, he gets certain windows where he can start just lopping jobs off. So that would be nice to see.
And he did say that was one of his objectives during the shutdown, was to be able to just fire 100,000 people, and another 100,000 people I think have quit their jobs in the federal government at this point.
I think those were the ones that were scheduled furloughs, but yes, it was 100. Yeah.
So he put together a little more incentives to say, if you guys just want to, take the furlough, go for it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they got him to take it earlier, essentially.
Yeah, and it's shocking. What we're not seeing now, and I love it, is remember during the Obama years when veterans went to the U.S. Memorial or the Vietnam Memorial Wall, open air, areas in Washington D.C. where you can just walk up to it. There's no staff, there's no nothing, just here it is. And they cordoned it all off during the Obama years. They put yellow tape around the whole damn thing, like 5-10 acres or whatever it is. And, veterans who were in their 80s, 90s, 100 years old in some cases, right, flew out there and were denied entry to an open-air monument. It was disgusting. It was a slap in the face to America. And Donald Trump would never do that.
No, that's the left for you, though. I mean, that's their idea of rubbing our nose in it. That's how they do things. They don't do like some of these things that they do. They seem to not make sense. But when you look at it from a perspective of tearing down everything that is traditional American, if you look at it from that perspective, it makes more sense because that's their goal. They just want to tear everything American down. Yeah,
it's crazy. In the few minutes we got left, I do want to hit on one really important story, right? The Jay Jones story out of Virginia. is disgusting. I'm going to play an ad that Winsome Sears played, or put out as a campaign ad. So let's play this.
We start with breaking news from the campaign trail. Jay Jones is under fire tonight. Jay Jones is under fire.
Jay Jones is under fire after messages he sent in 2022 saying former Virginia House Speaker Todd Gilbert should be shot.
I'm excited about this ticket. It's been great to be out on the campaign trail with Jay Jones.
You said Gilbert's wife could watch her own child die in her arms so that Gilbert might reconsider his political views.
An attorney general who will stand up for the people of Virginia.
Jones said, quote, Gilbert, Hitler, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head.
Rage. Jones doubled down, saying, quote, do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil and that they're breeding little fascists? Yes.
How can Virginians trust a man who said something so horrific, so callous? Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy.
My God.
We start with breaking.
Sorry, my Lord. It's insane. That's insanity. This guy, text messages saying, I hope he's running for attorney general. And he's wishing death on his, the Speaker of the House down there?
Yeah.
I don't know. We've got about a minute left. Go ahead.
This is what I was talking about. We have to root these people out. These people have to be arrested. These people have to be punished. We cannot allow them to continue to be in our government. This guy is running for AG, the top law enforcer in his state, and he wants to kill his opponents. What do you think he'll do with power? Yeah,
it's disgusting, and they're not backing down on their support.
No, of course not. We've crossed that line.
Going down hard with this guy. Yeah. I would hope rational people would prevail. But anyway, folks, we'll see, man. We'll see in November. This has been the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for October 5th, 2025. We will see you on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Folks, thanks so much for listening. Peace and love to all of you.
All right, we got about a minute to go before we can get killed.
Oh, before the
Are we going to do an after show tonight, or are we good?
I don't know, Doc. You want to come in?
No, I got to get out of here, guys, but I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
All right.
And
then I'm with Doc.
All right, then.
Thanks, Doc.
You guys take care. All right. I'm just going to let the meeting end, and I'm going to take and get us out of here.
All right.
Well, that has been the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday edition with Willie. I'm going to look for a place to host out to. Let's go over to, let's see here. Branks. How many folks do you got? Do you need some help over there? Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm gonna host out to Branks 13 tonight on Kick, and over on D Live I am going to host over to, that's right, The Great Conspiracy. So stick around, folks, while I set us all up for that. It's been a great night. Thank you so much, everybody. And welcome to Darktober. Let me get everything going. There we go. And I'll set my host up. Hope everybody had a really nice night tonight and enjoyed the stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks again for stopping in and support, no matter what platform you were on tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. And Let's see here. Over on the D Live. I'm going to host that. Stream. Hope he's up over on D Live. Don't see him up. All right. Oh, well, we're going over to DK-spiracy then, over on D Live. Everybody, while you're over there, please, you know, give them some shouts and love and all that other good stuff. And I will see you on Wednesday for more live. Appreciate each and every one of you.